Have you ever wondered why some seniors wake up full of energy while others feel tired before the day even begins? And why some people sleep peacefully at night while others struggle with restlessness, pain, and endless tossing and turning? Well, today I'm going to tell you something most people never realize: your health after 60 is not decided in hospitals or by expensive treatments. It is quietly decided in your morning habits and your night habits. And the shocking truth is that even small daily routines you ignore right now could be shaping your heart, your brain, your joints, your memory, and even how long you stay independent in life. So stay with me, because what I'm about to share might completely change the way you live every single day from this moment onward. Let's start with your mornings, because the first hour after you wake up is like a silent control switch for your entire body. And most seniors don't even know they are flipping it the wrong way. Imagine this: you wake up and the first thing you do is stay in bed, scrolling your phone or thinking about worries. Or maybe you get up too quickly without giving your body time to adjust. Your blood pressure, your circulation, your joints, and your brain all wake up slowly. But when you rush them, you create stress inside your system without even realizing it, and that stress builds up over time, turning into fatigue, dizziness, and even long-term heart strain. But on the other side, when you wake up gently, when you allow your body to breathe, stretch, and hydrate, your system starts the day in balance. Your blood flows better, your brain gets oxygen, your muscles loosen up, and suddenly your entire day feels lighter. Now let me ask you something simple. Do you drink water first thing in the morning, or do you go straight for tea or coffee? Most seniors don't realize that after 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is dehydrated and your blood becomes thicker than normal. So when you drink water early, you are literally helping your heart work easier. You are flushing out toxins that built up overnight, and you are waking up your kidneys, your brain, and your digestion in a natural way. But when you skip this simple step, your body stays in a low energy state and you feel tired even before the day begins. And here is something even more important: morning sunlight. Yes, something so simple but so powerful. When you step outside and let natural light hit your eyes, your brain resets your internal clock. Your hormones become balanced, your mood improves, and your sleep at night becomes deeper. But many seniors stay indoors in dim light all day and then wonder why they feel confused, sleepy, or even low in mood. Sunlight is not just light, it is information for your body, telling it that it is time to be active and alive. Now let's talk about movement, because this is where most people either protect their health or slowly lose it. When you wake up and you stay completely inactive, your joints become stiff, your blood circulation slows down, and your muscles lose flexibility. But when you do gentle movement, even simple stretching or a slow walk, you are telling your body that it is still strong, still active, still capable. And this mindset alone changes everything, because seniors who move in the morning consistently tend to have better balance, fewer falls, stronger bones, and even sharper memory over time. But now let's shift to something just as important as your morning, your night, because night habits are where healing either happens or gets destroyed silently. While you sleep, your body is supposed to repair your heart, your brain, your muscles, and your immune system. But if your night routine is wrong, that healing process becomes weak and incomplete. Think about this: how do you spend your last 2 hours before bed? Do you stay on your phone, watching videos, or scrolling endlessly? Do you watch stressful news, or argue, or think about problems? Because all of these things send signals to your brain that keep it active and alert. And when your brain stays active, your sleep becomes shallow and broken, and shallow sleep in seniors is one of the biggest hidden causes of memory loss, fatigue, high blood pressure, and weak immunity. Now imagine a different kind of night. Imagine dimming the lights, slowing your environment, calming your mind, and allowing your body to naturally shift into rest mode. When you do this, your brain releases hormones that repair your tissues, your heart rate slows down, your breathing becomes deeper, and your body enters a healing state. But most people never reach this stage because they overload their mind until the very last minute before sleep. And here is something very important: your dinner timing and food choices at night can either support your health or silently damage it. If you eat heavy meals too late, your digestion stays active when your body should be resting, and this creates pressure on your heart and liver and even disturbs your sleep. But when you eat light and early, your body finishes digestion before sleep and then fully focuses on repair and recovery during the night. Let's talk about sleep, position, and environment too, because many seniors sleep in rooms that are too bright, too noisy, or too warm, and they don't realize how much this affects deep sleep. Even small disturbances prevent your brain from entering deep restorative cycles, and without deep sleep, your memory weakens, your mood drops, and your energy the next day becomes unstable. Now here is where it gets really interesting: when we compare morning and night habits together. We see a pattern: your morning habits set your energy, and your night habits store your energy, and your night habits restore your body. If your mornings are weak and your nights are chaotic, your health slowly declines, even if you think you are doing everything else right. But if your mornings are strong and your nights are calm, your body begins to heal itself naturally, even without extra effort. Let me give you a simple picture. Think of your body like a rechargeable battery. Your morning is when decide how you use that energy, and your night is when you recharge it. If you waste your mornings with inactivity, confusion, and dehydration, and then waste your nights with stress, screens, and heavy food, your battery never fully charges, and over time it weakens permanently. But if you protect both sides, your energy stabilizes, your mind becomes clearer, and your body becomes more resilient with age instead of weaker. Another powerful truth is that seniors who maintain consistent morning and night routines often experience fewer hospital visits, better blood pressure control, improved blood sugar levels, and stronger emotional balance, because the body loves rhythm, it loves predictability, it loves knowing when to be active and when to rest. But modern lifestyle often destroys this rhythm completely. Now I want you to think about your own life. Right now, are your mornings rushed, confused, or slow and tired? Are your nights noisy, stressful, or overstimulated? Because if the answer is yes, then this is not just a habit issue. This is a health issue that is quietly shaping your future. The good news is that it is never too late to change. Even small adjustments like waking up at the same time every day, drinking water before anything else, stepping into sunlight, doing gentle movement in the morning and at night, turning off screens early, eating lighter dinners, and creating a calm sleep environment can completely transform how you feel within just a few weeks. And what happens when you do this is almost surprising. At first, you start waking up without that heavy, tired feeling. Your joints feel less stiff, your mind feels clearer, your mood becomes more stable, and even your digestion improves. And at night, you start falling asleep faster and staying asleep longer and deeper. But the most powerful change is not physical, it is emotional. Because when your body feels stable, your mind feels safe. And when your mind feels safe, you start enjoying life again in a way that many people lose as they age. You start feeling more present, more calm, more grateful, and more in control of your own health. So if you take only one thing from this entire message, let it be this: your senior health is not controlled by age alone, it is controlled by your daily rhythm. Your morning choices and your night habits are silently building the future version of your body every single day. And starting tomorrow morning, you have a choice. You can continue with habits that slowly drain your energy, or you can begin building a routine that supports your strength, your memory, your sleep, and your independence for years to come. Because at the end of the day, it is not about living longer, it is about living better, with energy, with clarity, with dignity, and with peace. And that begins the moment you decide to respect both your mornings and your nights and allow your body to finally work with you instead of against you. The entire idea that senior health is and shaped by the difference between morning habits and night habits becomes very powerful when you start to understand how deeply the human body depends on rhythm and timing rather than isolated actions. After a certain age, the body is no longer just reacting to what you do once in a while, it is responding to what you repeat every single day without even thinking about it. And this is where mornings and nights become silent decision makers of health. In the morning, your body is in a recovery transition state. It is waking up from hours of rest and repair, and everything inside you, from your blood pressure to your hormones to your brain activity, is slowly trying to synchronize again with the outside world. And if at this moment your habits are rushed or careless, the entire system starts the day in imbalance. When a senior wakes up and immediately feels stress, confusion, or fatigue, it is often not just age, it is the result of waking the body too aggressively without giving it time to stabilize and adjust naturally. And this creates a ripple effect that continues through the entire day, affecting energy, mood, digestion, and even cognitive clarity. On the other hand, when the morning is gentle, structured, and supportive, the body enters a state of alignment where circulation improves, oxygen flows more efficiently to the brain, and muscles loosen naturally, which leads to a feeling of stability and strength that carries forward. Now, as the day progresses, whatever foundation was set in the morning either supports you or drains you, and this is why some seniors feel good in the morning, but crash later, while others start slow but remain steady because their internal rhythm is more balanced. Then comes the night, which is not just the end of the day, but actually the most important healing phase of the entire 24-hour cycle. And if the morning is about activation, the night is about restoration and repair, where the body works silently to fix damage, regulate hormones, strengthen immunity, and reset the nervous system. If a senior goes into sleep with stress, overstimulation, heavy food, or screen exposure, the brain remains partially active and the body never fully enters deep repair mode, which means the morning starts with leftover fatigue instead of true recovery, and this slowly builds into chronic tiredness, memory issues, and weakened immunity over time. But when nights are calm, predictable, and gentle, the body is able to drop into deeper sleep cycles, where real healing happens, and this is where the connection between morning and night becomes undeniable. Because a good morning depends on a good night, and good night is influenced by how the day was managed and how the evening was prepared, which creates a continuous loop of either health or decline, depending on daily choices. And when seniors understand this connection, they realize that their energy stability, red, sleep quality, emotional balance, and physical strength are not separate issues, but part of one connected system that is controlled by rhythm, consistency, and respect for the natural cycles of the body. The second key idea becomes even more powerful when you realize that small daily routines are not small at all. For the human body, especially in senior age, where every system becomes more sensitive, more responsive, and more dependent on consistency rather than intensity, and what most people misunderstand is that health is not built by big actions done occasionally, but by tiny actions repeated every single day without interruption. And this is where morning and night habits silently shape everything from energy levels to memory strength to heart stability to emotional balance and even independence in later years. When a senior drinks water first thing in the morning, it is not just hydration, it is a signal to the entire body that a new cycle has begun, and the blood becomes less thick, the brain receives oxygen more efficiently, and the digestive system begins to activate gently. And when sunlight is taken in during the early hours, it resets the internal clock of the body, which controls sleep hormones, mood regulations, and alertness throughout the day. And even a simple walk or stretching in the morning sends messages to the joints and muscles that movement is still possible, which reduces stiffness and improves confidence in physical ability. And all of these actions may seem small individually, but together they create a strong foundation that decides how the entire day unfolds. Now, when we move toward the evening, the same principle applies in reverse, where small habits begin to either prepare the body for deep recovery or push it into stress and imbalance. And something as simple as using screens late at night can delay sleep hormones and keep the brain active when it should be slowing down, and a heavy late dinner forces the digestive system to stay active during a time when the body is supposed to repair itself, which creates internal conflict that weakens sleep quality and over time affects blood pressure, energy levels, and mental clarity. Even the environment of sleep plays a critical role, because light, noise, and temperature are all signals that the brain uses to decide whether it is safe to enter deep rest. And when these signals are disrupted, sleep becomes shallow and the body misses the deep repair phases that are essential for memory consolidation, tissue healing, and immune strengthening. And this is why two seniors with the same age can feel completely different in terms of energy and health, simply because their daily micro habits are different. What makes this even more important is that these habits do not show immediate dramatic results. So many people ignore them, thinking they are too simple to matter, but the truth is that the human body compounds these effects over weeks, months, and years. And eventually, to you, those small choices become the difference between feeling strong and independent or feeling weak and dependent. And the most powerful part is that changing them does not require expensive treatments or complicated routines, but only awareness and consistency in repeating the right actions every day until they become automatic and natural. And once that happens, the body begins to respond in a way that feels almost effortless, where energy becomes stable, sleep becomes deeper, mood becomes calmer, and overall health starts to improve in a way that feels gradual but very real.